Hunger is right here in the United States.
And the problem is getting worse.
I was one of those kids that was hungry. It messes with you.
The average food stamp benefit was $3 a day. There are people who are living on that, and you really can't.
If you have a limited amount of money, you're going to spend it on the cheapest calories you can get, and that's processed food.
As many as 50 million Americans rely on charitable food programs.
I haven't received a pay raise in 4 years, and what I used to spend on a month in groceries now gets me about 2 weeks.
It's amazing how the need has increased.
Charity is a great thing, but it's not the way to end hunger.
We're weakening our nation.
I don't really know what to do.
Hello guys, I'm Nicolas Aguirre.
And my name is Keeran Douglas.
And today we will be talking about A Place at the Table, which is a film produced by Christy Jacobson and Laurie Silverbush.
A Place at the Table was filmed in 2012, and it talks about a contradiction we live in the USA. The documentary shows that Mississippi has the highest rate of obesity. This isn't because of a healthy diet, but because of the complete opposite.
According to the film, about 50 million Americans are food insecure, which means that they don't know when they will get their next meal, leaving no other option than to look for the cheapest food they can get, which are processed foods with low calories and a lack of nutrients, leading them to terrible diets.
The documentary is about 3 different American families that suffer from food insecurity. In this, we meet Barbie, a single mother from Philadelphia whose dream is to currently go to college, but is currently having a hard time just to even feed her children. We meet Rosie, a Colorado 5th grader who often has to depend on her friends and neighbors to feed her, has trouble concentrating in school, and also dreams to be rescued from her home by a reality TV show. We meet Tremonica, a Mississippi 2nd grader whose asthma and health problems are due by the large, empty calories her mother can afford.
Jacobson and Chrissy not only interview families, but also interview actors, food activists, and even top chefs to support their message. This documentary is a wake-up call for Americans and our government. It demonstrates that hunger in America is not because of a shortage of food, but because of poverty, and that 1 out of 2 kids at some point have been through food stamps or any food assistance, but that is not the way to solve this problem.
$3 a day is not enough to live on, yet alone help families in need. And the current diets we live in are currently leading us to become the first generation to live sicker and die younger than our parents' generation. This presents an entirely huge problem if you can think about it. If another country was doing this to our kids, we would be at war. It's just insane. That's the message that we want to get from this film.
We found this documentary to be very interesting because they show you the problematic. It just makes you want to learn more about it, and makes you ask yourself, how is there hunger in one of the richest countries of the world? For example, me as a Colombian in a third world country, we do not have as much money as the United States has, but I don't think we suffer from the same problem of obesity or bad diets, just because, food is very cheap no matter what. Food is the cheapest thing you can get in our countries, in our third world countries. So yeah, of course there's people dying of hunger, there's hungry people, but there are also great options. Actually junk food will be more expensive than a normal plate of beans and rice and proteins. So it just makes you think about it, the problem that this country has with big companies and the junk food, and that the government really should act up on this. We also believe that the authors could have just talked a little bit more about how junk food is also addictive, but I still think that they did a great job in this documentary, and I recommend watching if you want to learn more about the problems that this society lives in.